From a very early age, I've always been big on authenticity. The moment I do anything that looks like I am not authentic or it looks like I am faking it, I am usually comfortable with myself. Like my conscience keeps pricking me until I do something that I feel like that is who I am. Now, you have to understand who you are to be able to be authentic. Now, I ask you this question: who are you? Over time, I've been able to understand who I am. Now, it takes paying attention to yourself and to little details around you to be able to tell who you are. You probably might not be able to explain word for word who you think you are, but you can be able to tell who you are even without explaining. So when you do something that looks like it is who you are, you are able to say that yes, this is who I am. And when you do something that looks like that is not who you are, you can still be able to tell that this is not who I am. So the idea is just being able to understand who you are and what works for you, and you being your authentic self. Today we are going to be talking about authenticity and identity crisis. Growing up, my parents would always sit us down and tell us, remember who you are, where you are coming from, and anywhere that we are not, God is there. So that thing always sticks in my head. Even when I leave home, I am always reminded constantly that, oh, my parents might not be seeing me, but God is watching me. God is seeing me. So with everything that I do, I always remember. So that has helped me over time to shapen my life. So I always do things remembering that my parents are not here, but God is watching me. And I always remember where I am from. So I come from a close knit family. We are Christians in our home. So we grew up in a Christian based home. And I'm not talking about a Christian based home like just, oh, we are Christians, we are Christians. No, grounded in the scripture kind of Christian home. So as you grow up, you try to copy people around you and try to act like them. Trust me, it is a normal thing. You grow up as a child and then you see your parents, your uncles, your aunties, basically people around you act a certain way or do things a certain way, and then you tend to pick this and this and this, and then you copy it and bring it together, and then it makes who you are. Before we go any further, I would like to know, do you think somebody can actually be like originally their authentic self? Or do you think it is bits and pieces of this and this here and there that makes that person who they are? Now, while we go ahead in this conversation, we're going to be answering some of those questions, and I also want to hear from you all. Like, leave your comments in the comment section. I also want to read what you think about authenticity, identity crisis, and getting bits and pieces from people here and there and merging it into your life. I used to have an auntie that walks a certain way. So she is not so much of a or feminine kind of person. She walks with her head up, like she has a bit of an attitude here and there, but she's not exactly all feminine kind of walk. And I grew up and I liked the way she walked. Like probably that's not what she means with the way she walked, but that was how I perceived it. And I started to walk like that because I identified myself as someone who was not a girl kind of. Do you understand? Like I'm not a tomboy. That is not even what I am trying to say. But I am not so feminine, girly kind of person. So I liked the way she walked, and I saw it as, oh, this thing fits my personality. So I took it up and started walking that way. And in my secondary school, there was a way people used to walk that year. Like they'll be walking with one shoulder up and be doing what I don't know. And a lot of people walked that way. A lot of people talked a certain way. Like you hear the way somebody talks, and then you just want to sound like that person, and then you begin to sound like that person. You hear the way somebody laughs, and you like the way the person laughs, and then you begin to laugh like that person. You hear the way somebody sneezes. Funny story, and I used to copy the way somebody sneezes before. The girl will sneeze and then she'll be like, Auntie! And then I also started doing it. But over time, I'm like, why are you doing this thing? This is not who you are. And then I stopped it. So I think generally it is bits and pieces of things here and there that makes up who you are, and like the small little characteristics of who you are. Now we're talking about little things as walking, talking, laughing, sneezing, how you sleep, how you just keep your face and all of that. Now we're going to gently go into a little bit tougher things that are way above walking, talking, and all of those. Before we go into that, I would want to ask, do you think it is a bad thing to want to be like somebody else? Oh, I see this person, you admire that person, and you want to be like that person? Let me know in the comment section. But I'm going to answer that question myself as well. Honestly, I do not think it is a bad idea, but this is where perspective comes in. Now, I see you, right? And I like the way you do this thing. What is the reason why I want to do this thing the way you do it? Is it because I am trying to fake a lifestyle? Genuinely, genuinely answer the question. Is it because you are trying to fake a lifestyle? Is it because you just feel like that thing resonates with who you are? The why, basically, the why is what is important in this scenario. So just answer your why, and then there you have your correct answer. So I have a friend that recently we were talking about proposal and all of that. They're planning like a whole vacation thingy with her boyfriend and his brothers and their wives. So I'm like, so what if he proposes to you like in this vacation? Then we talked about it, and then I was like, but wouldn't it be somehow like it would be too one-sided, like his whole family is there, are there, and then you are just the only one there? And then she was like, oh, that's true. And then we talked about it. But then later on I was like, would you really be sad that he proposed to you in the presence of his family alone without yours? Or like, are you just being sad because you think, like, genuinely, would you be genuinely sad? Or it's just a case of they do for other people this way and you feel like they should have done yours this way? She talked about it and she was like, actually, she would not be genuinely sad. It's just because of how maybe other people's own was done and all of that, or what she's used to. But genuinely thinking about it now, she would not be sad. So I think it's about asking yourself the why, like being honest with yourself, genuinely honest with yourself. Answer some questions for yourself, by yourself, with yourself, and you would have your actual answer. And that is exactly who you are. Like, nobody putting ideas into you, right? Let's talk a bit about success and how society perceives what success is and how it relates with our authenticity. Now, when you talk about success in our society today, a lot of people just begin to think of money, a lot of people begin to think of vacation, a lot of people begin to think about your car, your house, the clothes you wear, and all of that. And that is what people perceive as success. It's not wrong to see all of those things as success, right? But there are so many things beyond all of these material things that we have mentioned as success. Now, how society perceives success has forced some people into living a kind of life that it's not exactly who they are, right? You tend to try to um please people. Now let me make a very silly example that we don't even see it as anything. I want to take a picture now. I stay in a face me, I face you kind of apartment, but my neighbor has a really beautiful background outside their house, and then I go to snap in front of my neighbor's background outside their house, right? Now I take my picture there and then I post it. and people are like, oh, beautiful, blah 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 blah. Now I post that picture with that nice background. There is nothing wrong with that. Trust me, that is not even what I am saying. There's nothing wrong with that. But if my idea of posting that picture is for people to see that background and think that that is my house and not the face me I face you that I live in, that is wrong. Now I am trying to please people, society. I'm trying to fit into what the society sees success as, so that I can live like that, right? Or yeah, my house is a face me I face you, but then I drop at one big building, like I climb a bike or climb a keke or something, and I drop at one big building, and then I drop there so that the keke man will think that, oh, that is where I stay and all of that. Then I go round to come into my house. That is funny, but that's fake life. Like, why are you doing that to yourself? Trust me, you do not need to live your life trying to please anybody or trying to um keep to a certain bar. Like, trust me, nobody cares. Just do you. Do you. And people would even start to admire you. Do you understand? Embrace who you are. Embrace every bit of yourself, because it adds up to your success story. Do you understand? Like, there are some failures you've had today, there are some things that you've gone through today. It adds up and makes up your success story. If you are trying to live your life the way XYZ is living their life, your success story is going to be like XYZ. Do you understand? Your success story needs to be unique. Your success story needs to be able to speak to somebody. There's probably something in your success story that will help somebody's lifestyle. But if you're trying to live your life the way XYZ lives their life, what is going to be different about our success stories? What? But everybody has his own story. Try to live your life the way your story should be. Do you understand? Don't you also want to have like a unique story? That one bed you are staying, that face me I face you are staying, that slippers, that one slippers you've been wearing for so long, that one shoe you've been wearing for so long, that one wig you've been using for so long, that's whatever it is. Just look at that thing as your retreat ground. Do you understand? To when you will get to where you're supposed to be, because of course you're not going to be there forever. So just embrace it and just be there. Be thankful for what you have while you walk towards something else. The book of Psalm 49, I think verse 20, makes us understand that a man that is in honor but understandeth it not is like a beast that perish. Now you're looking at yourself and you're seeing yourself less because of, I don't know, whatever the reason is. You don't know that you are in honor. You just don't see that honor, and you need to see what you want people to see in you. A man that is in honor but understandeth it not is like the beast that perish. The devil had so much more than he thought, but obviously he didn't see it, so he perished. So don't be like the beast that perished. See the good in you. Trust me, we are our biggest critics. If I criticize myself like this, God, have mercy on yourself. Love yourself a little bit. Do you understand? There are some things we say to ourselves that you dare not say it to somebody, or you say it so casually to yourself. Love yourself a little bit. Have respect for yourself a little bit. I mean, you can be brutally honest with yourself, but just love yourself a little bit and you would see how far you would go. Now, all of these things doesn't mean that you should not want more for yourself. That is not even what I am saying. I beg you. Like, you can be in this situation right now, you can be in this position right now, but you are working towards something else. Perspective is all that matters. Answer your whys. Do you understand? Like, accept what you are, be authentic about it, and maybe you are, as you are trying to get to where you want to be, right? Do it knowing who you are and the reason why you are working towards getting that thing that you want to get or whatever. Just be authentic about it. Don't try to do it because this person is doing it. Don't try to do it because, oh, this is what is going on right now. Do you really want to do that thing? Is that thing really top on your list? Do you understand? Now, a lot of these things that takes away from our authenticity are some of the things that makes us live above our means, and then we are constantly broke. You want dey do pass yourself where you never reach, you want carry yourself go that place. Live within your means. In fact, I am a strong believer of live below your means. Yes, so live below your means so that you can have change. If you want to buy something and you cannot afford that thing 2 times, think about it. Except that thing is like a necessity, like you need it, like you strongly need it. But if you don't strongly need it like so badly, if you can't afford it twice, please calm down. Calm down, right? Just live within your means, or even below your means if you can, to be honest. And that will help you to be able to live life a little more better. Basically, what I am trying to say is just be authentic and answer some truthful questions with yourself. Answer your whys, and you would have a perfect view of who you are. Trust me, I know the role that social media plays in people living outside their means and people um not being authentic. Like, social media takes away from the authenticity of people's lifestyle, so to say. But I'm not going to even talk about social media in this video, because if we start to talk about social media in this video, it's going to be too long. Do you understand? But all those things, that the only thing I'm going to tell you is all those things that you see on social media, my dear, my dear, make we no talk. Let's just pretend as if we don't know. Yeah, so let me know in the comment section, do you think it is possible to be your complete authentic self? Like, there are no bits and pieces of people here and there that makes up your lifestyle or the kind of person that you are? And do you think it is okay to see something from someone and apply it to your own life? I just want to know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you watched to this point, thank you very much, and make sure to comment on my videos because I would like to hear you. I would love you to like my video, share, make sure to subscribe to my channel so that you can help my growing community. And yeah, this brings us to the end of this video, and I'm going to see you all in my next video. Bye, loves.